Welcome to David Does It! Welcome to David Does It!
Hey everybody, I'm here with David and Lexi, and guess what? This year marks the 50th anniversary of the famous Monster cereals. Now my kids have never had these cereals before, but I grew up loving them. So we're going to taste these, but first I wanted to show you one new cereal that just came out this year, and it is called Monster Mash, which has got all three of the cereals plus two that I didn't even know existed. I had heard of them in the past, but I never knew about them. There is, of course, there's the Blueberry, which is the ghost right here. There's Count Chocula, who is the Count Chocula in the middle. He's playing the keyboard. There's also on the other guitar Frankenberry. But the two that I didn't really know about was there's the Fruit Brute who's playing the drums and the tambourine played by the Yummy Mummy. Now, before we get into the tasting, I just wanted to give you a quick history. It says these came out, the Count Chocula and Frankenberry came out in 1971 and Blueberry came out the next year in 72. But then it said the Fruit Brute came out in 74, and I was born in 76, so he must have already been retired by the time I was eating cereal. And then the Yummy Mummy, it says he came out in 1988. I would have been 12 years old, but I have no memory of that cereal. And then they all kind of disappeared until about 15 or 20 years ago they started making these three again. Now, we're not going to taste this one because we already are going to have 3 open boxes of cereal, and all this is a combination of the other ones. But I thought this was a cool thing they put together to show the history of these cereals, because they really have been a good part of a lot of people's lives. So, here we are again. We have Blueberry, which is supposed to be blueberry. There's Count Chocula and Frankenberry, who is strawberry. We're going to start off with the most famous one of all, the Count Chocula. Now, this one has always been one of my favorite cereals, but we're going to see if my kids like it because they've never had it. Crunchy cereal and marshmallows. David doesn't have that many marshmallows in his, but enough. The marshmallows are pretty sparingly. Let me see if I can get a couple in my hand. They're little tiny cereals. I suppose these chocolate ones are supposed to be Ghost. And then the marshmallows, they show them better on the side of the box here. There's Ghost and lightning bolts and bats and several little characters like that.
And
so let's taste it.
And hands.
Let's see what it tastes like. They're very crispy, I can already tell.
Hands too.
Eat these too, you gotta eat that. That's chocolate.
Dad.
Yeah, they're good. They're very cocoa flavored more than chocolate. Let Mama zoom in on the Ghost there to show what the Ghost designs look like in it, the marshmallows. What do you think, David? I think it's pretty chocolatey. It's not overpowering, and the marshmallows are a little chewy. But this is a very crispy cereal, and it also coincidentally has the lowest calories out of all three of them, if that matters to anybody. So, what do y'all think of the chocolate, Count Chocula? Do you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? I definitely gives it a 2 thumbs up. I've been loving this cereal for years. Every Halloween I buy it. What do you like? You got a mouthful saying thumbs up. That's the first time I've ever actually heard you say the words thumbs up. So you must really like it. Well, chew that up because now we're going to move on to Franken-berry, the strawberry flavored cereal. And this one has got different colors. It's pink mostly, but there is some blue in it. And again, this is a very neon pink color. Just like that. And the marshmallows are blue and purple and white. I gotta get Lexi a couple of marshmallows to eat with it. And me too. Here we go, and we will show those marshmallows in pieces on the side of that box. Now you immediately get a different flavor with this one. I've never been able to identify that this would be strawberry so much, but it's still good in its own way. And these are also, we're not eating them with milk, but these are definitely cereals that if you eat it with milk, it makes your milk turn chocolate. It makes your milk turn pink. So that's a definite double treat once you get finished with your cereal. So, kids, what do you think about this one, David?
Yummy.
Is it good? Do you taste strawberry? What do you think, Lexi?
Different.
You got thumbs up again? You get to see this bat. Now, do you think this is better than the chocolate one or not as good? Let's leave that down.
No, it's good.
It's not quite as good, but it's still good. That's what I think too. It's good, but I like the chocolate more than the fruit so far.
I like the
Okay,
chocolate.
lastly we have Blueberry. Now this one's never really been one that I've really went for. I'll take it. This was always like the third out of the three to me. I'd get the other two, and I really didn't ever get this one. So this is going to be really one of my first times tasting this blueberry too. And also, I've never really been a big fan of blueberry flavored stuff. So let's see. The marshmallows are more rare in this one, it looks like. I got to get Lexi a couple of marshmallows out. And let's see if I can get me some. Okay, there's a handful of it. We'll show it to the camera. Now the cereal pieces all seem to be ghost in all three of these. They're like little Pac-Man ghosts almost. And then the marshmallows are pretty much the same too, just different colors. Yeah, this one's it's very similar. Very similar to the Count the Frankenberry. It's a little different, but it doesn't seem, it has more of an artificial taste to me. I would definitely say this is my third favorite of the three. I'd still eat it. It's still good. You want another marshmallow? Okay. It's my third favorite of the three. So I think the rating system probably is going to be the same. What do you think of this, David? Is it good or just okay or average? Good, great? Thumbs in the middle to you? Yeah. You like that one too, I bet. Yeah, you love it all, right? So let's see what we would rank them in order, David. Now I'm going to think, I would say Count Chocula first, then Frankenberry, then Blueberry.
I was thinking
The same order we ate
I would
it
say
in.
that one.
This is the best, and then this is number 2, or this is number 2?
That was number 1.
1, 2, 3.
No 1, no 2 or 3.
You don't even want to think about these. You just like the chocolate. Well, I think you still agree with me. So it says I kind of predicted because chocolate can't really be beat. Now I'm sure if you don't like chocolate, you'd think differently. But for this family, at least, we're going to say that the best. I guess I better do it this way. Count Chocula is number 1, Frankenberry is number 2, and Blueberry is number 3. And then eventually we're going to get around to tasting Monster Mash, but the only difference is it'll have more fruit in it. And I can't imagine it being much different, but it is an innovative box. So we hope you've enjoyed this look at the Monster cereals. I can't believe it's been 50 years. Makes me feel old because they came out only 5 years before I was born. So until next time, we hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you'll like it, comment, and subscribe. Now I know you've had to have tasted these cereals, so give us some comments about what your experience is with them and what you think. Which one's your favorite? But until then, keep enjoying the Halloween season, and we're going to have more Halloween videos coming up. So until then, see you next time on
David does it. Bye.
Bye.